Hi, it's Jess here from Nigezza.co.uk. Thank you for joining me today. So I thought I'd bring you a book haul. I've been to the charity shops. I had to go and pick up a prescription. Got a nice big brown prescription bag, and yeah, I picked these up. I've picked a few other things up, but these are really exciting, I think. So don't you remember the last time I did a bit of a book haul? I had a book like this, and it was The Two Gentlemen of Verona. Well, this one is Measure for Measure, £1. I think the other one was £1 as well. And again, Shakespeare, and it says in here that the second edition was 1894. So I remember saying last time that I couldn't cut it up and my son would be relieved. Well, now I've got one, and do you know what? I've got another one. I've got 3 now. So I thought I can give one to my son, I can keep one, and I can cut one up now. Again, all the pages are uneven and it's great. And I've got, oh look, there's writing on there with different dates. Loving it. I do love it. And then this one is King Richard III. They obviously sold for 15p at one point. So this one hasn't got the lovely tissue at the front that this one and the other one's got. And I really like the tissue. So this might be the one that stays on the shelf because I want to rip up the tissue. This one is not as old. It's 1929. So maybe it's not so old that this should be the one I cut up and I keep the older ones. This one hasn't got, I mean, the pages are uneven, but they're not quite as marked as the other one. All pages in this as well, so all value in cutting that up. So yeah, might cut that one up. Give James The Two Gentlemen of Verona, and keep this one on my shelf. So got those. They're very nice. Then I've got the Pocket Lexicon of Greek New Testament, £1.50 for this. This has got a date in here of 1958 and then one there of 1963. Lovely patination there of the paper. It's 1956 was when this was printed, so fairly old, but I like the fact that we've got Greek in it. I like the fact that there is a different language in it. I was watching Wynette the other day, and she was saying about the Stamping Up French stamps, that it's nice to have different languages in your journals. And so that was why I fancied this. I love the Greek writing. It's really interesting. So that was what drew me to this, and the fact that it was £1.50. I think I paid £9.45 altogether for my books, and that was as much as one book on my recent trip, weekend away. So this is The Mill on the Floss by George Eliot. It's £1.50. I bought this thinking that I would repurpose the cover for a journal cover. I really liked that. It's 1933. It's fairly old. So that's what I thought I'd do. The woman in the shop, she went, "Oh, don't these old books look lovely on your shelves?" I went, "Yeah, they do, but I am gonna cut them apart." She went, "Oh." I explained what I was going to do. But yeah, and I think these pages are nice colours. So yeah, I'd make use of that. And but I think that would make a nice cover of a book. That was my thoughts of buying that. This one, The History of England, the 19th century and after. I thought this was a nice size as well. I could possibly do a book cover. When was this published? It's a 6th edition, 1929. So again, fairly old. But I thought I could make a nice cover with that. Maybe an altered book. Don't know. See, the first time I watched somebody do an altered book, they said don't use books that have got sewn in signatures. Use ones with glued. And this is sewn in. And then somebody else went, oh no, don't use glued. So I really don't know what the answer is, but I think there were some illustrations in this, some nice plain pages that I always like. But yeah, there was a map there somewhere, wasn't there? There's a couple of maps. Not too fab, but again, I was thinking the book boards, there are some nice plain bits, pages that I really like to use. Nice. So that would be a nice page in a journal, and then you've got a page to journal on. So that wasn't too bad. 75p. Now you can't really go wrong for 75p, can you? And then this book is a German course. A little bit battered there on the spine, but if I was just going to use the front and back cover, it doesn't matter. £1.50 this one. Oh, got some nice illustrations. I hadn't noticed those. Right, I love this dottage here on the paper. I really like that. I often do that with my stamps, so that would be a great page. 1914, so it is quite old. And so I'm assuming, yeah, we've got some German. Oh, isn't that lovely? Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. So yeah, very, very interesting. Different sort of pages to have in a journal. Oh, and it's got these drawings. That's quite cool. I have these. Oh, I like them. Look how many of them we've got. If we flip through. I know there was a few at the back there. Oh, somebody's drawn on that. Although I quite like that as well. But somebody's drawn on it. Some child in a lesson getting bored. I see no ships. So that's quite funny that somebody's written in that. You can just imagine what we got there. Don't follow us, we're lost. I bet the child that wrote that thought they were hilarious. So I'm assuming it was a child that wrote that. So I think that adds to the appeal of it. These are quite nice, and you've got people's writing on there, which I think that's a nice little addition. They've even written on the edges of the book. So I'm happy with that. Some more pictures. That's quite nice. I like that. So yeah, I thought that was good. £1.50. So that was me vintage books that I got. I also picked up some acrylic paint, £1.25. That's much cheaper than buying it new, and it doesn't look like it's been used at all. So that was a bit of a bargain. I got this 75p, so it's not old. Somebody's obviously put a coffee cup there. It's not old at all, but for 75p it's got a bit of glassine, and then it's got these frames. So I thought I can utilise the glassine, I can utilise the frame, I could use the cover as a journal cover. So I was quite happy with that. So I'll rip out the glassine and use that, make envelopes or bags out of them. And then I thought I can use the journal. I might make a open up that way journal. That'd be a bit different, wouldn't it? So yeah, I thought that was worth 75p. I've bought this for a joke Christmas present. It was 75p. I think I was ripped off. If you're a fan of Patient Strong, I do apologise. My mum was a fan of Patient Strong, but yeah, that's a joke present. I bought this 10p. I mean, it was worth it just for this beautiful piece of card, front and back. So that's quite nice. But actually, it's about the fact that it's a history of Hull Grammar School in town. It's a really, really old building. 1486 it's on there. So this was commemorating 100 years of it, but this was printed in 1988. So it's quite old then. So so yeah, I thought that was a cool artifact to have. I bought this 60p. This is, we have little joke presents at Christmas, so this is a joke present for Christmas, but I'm going to want this. I just love that, and I thought I could cut that off, and that would be a nice little to tuck into a journal. Likewise that, and here's Max Bygraves, Tulips from Amsterdam, and You Need Hands, and that is going to cause hilarity on Christmas Day, I can assure you. And then the last thing I picked up was this for 50p. So sort of 20 file dividers. I just thought, love the fact that they were discoloured. Can I open it? I'm going to have to use a pair of scissors, Jess, to open that. I wasn't sure how thick they were, but I didn't really care. I thought I'll get some use out of them. So the front one is where you write it all on. Oh, excellent. So these are just this lovely, lovely colour. So they're quite thin, and actually they've got a bit of a shine to them. But I thought that would be an interesting page. But, you know, they might even be plastic. They might be plastic, Jez, so they will be of, yeah. Yeah, I don't think they're paper at all. They're plastic. Oh, whoopie dip. Mind you, I could still use them as a cover for something. Or I could just use them as some dividers. Maybe some digital dividers. Yeah, they're made from PVC. Well, there you go. It was only 50p. I will probably use them as dividers in a file to organise something. Oh well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. If I'd only had my glasses, I would have been able to read that says PVC. But I don't know. I might use them for a cover. So that was me charity shop haul today. So thanks for joining me. I hope you like that. And yeah, I'll be back again soon with creating something with this lot. Okay, bye for now.